Man, I'm tired of working for other people, man. I'm about to make a switch to an entrepreneur. Who with it?
I'm most definitely with it. Listen, man, the powers that be don't want you to wake up and get out that everyday rat race. They want to make workers, not entrepreneurs, so you know I'm with it, man.
All right, so let's get to it. Go ahead and make this extra money and switch it over.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
America, the GHL boys are back. I can't even say GHL boys anymore. We have a special, and I mean a special announcement. We have a new addition to the team. Some call her Nia. Some call her Nia Marie. My favorite is Nee Money. Everybody clap it up for one time.
The artist formerly known as Hair Bae. I just want to throw that in there.
Hair Bae.
The artist formerly known as Hair Bae, because what's your last name now?
Williams.
Let's go.
That's all I gotta say.
Talk about it.
Join the real team.
Talk about it. Welcome to Death Row. Now, Nia, tell everybody why you're here, why you're joining the team, and let them know what we got going on for 2023.
Sure. So I'm basically here to tap into the energy of female entrepreneurship, and I really want to inspire other females to grind, hustle, and live.
So that's
2023, 2023 is oddly enough. This was my goal, to be on a podcast. So I'm really appreciative for everybody, asking
Shout out
me
to
to be a part of it.
manifestations. Shout out to manifestations, man. Come on.
And for everybody wondering why, we pass this over, because what I want to try to do with this podcast, what we want to try to do with this podcast is understand that it's two unique lenses for everything. A lot of times in the podcasting world, especially because it's clickbait, they try to put man against woman.
Back to what he said about men and women coming together. The thing that a lot of people, or the powers that be, are afraid of is us having unity amongst ourselves, because we're stronger with each other.
Together.
We're stronger together. Listen. The man may go out there to hunt the food, but the woman's going to be there to make sure that he's strong and to put everything into him. And the same, the woman may go out there to kill the food herself, and the man needs to support her too. Vice versa. There is no king without a queen. There is no queen without a king. We need each other, and that's what's going to drive us forward. All this stuff that's put out there is on purpose. All of the stuff out there is put out there on purpose to make the woman say, I don't need no man, and say the man to say, I don't need no woman. We need each other, and that's facts. And that's just what it is, man.
Yeah.
Back to y'all, man. Back to y'all.
No, definitely. Like, I agree with what you said. Like, I think like a 2-parent household, or just a 2-being household, like man and woman together, like they make the household better, and they're stronger together than apart. So, Nia, with you on the journey as a female being an entrepreneur, like what made you get into the field of being an entrepreneur?
So basically, I initially got into entrepreneurship because I was fired from my job.
Okay.
Right? And getting out of that grind, I had to find a way to make it for myself. At that time, me and Matt weren't together.
Mm-hmm.
Probably hadn't even met yet. And I was just thinking to myself, like, I don't want to do a 9 to 5. I can't. It's mentally draining. Like, how am I going to provide? So I was like, you know what? I like to make clothes. Let me go get some clothes, cut them up, see if I can sell it. So basically what I was doing, I was going from hair salon to hair salon, selling my shorts. And I was like, you know what? Cool. Let me try to put this online. Let me do street fairs. Let me see where this can go. But unfortunately, I don't know if y'all saw what is that movie I love? I don't know if y'all saw I'm Gonna Get You Suckers.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Come on,
you saw Get You Suckers.
Classic.
So basically, remember the part when the dude was like, we was protesting, and then they gave us federal jobs.
What happened? They got government jobs. What? You know that government office building on 25th Street? Yeah? He went down to take it over. But they were hiring that day. The brothers walked in with guns. They came out with jobs. The brothers weren't mad anymore.
Yeah.
So basically, that was me. Like, I was grinding, and then one of my sorority sisters had hit me like, yo, I have this opportunity. It's really good for you. You'll make a decent salary. And I was going back and forth. And I asked my dad, I was like, what do you think? And he was like, well, go get it. It's stable. You'll have insurance. Like, go do that. So I did. And as I continued to progress in my career, that died. It literally died.
I got something to say about that. I was speaking to Matt earlier on the phone. A person that's mentoring me right now, he said he's an entrepreneur. He says, I'd rather work 80 hours so I don't have to work 40. And what that basically meant is I'd rather work for myself all day, every day, so I don't have to go clock in for nobody else.
Seriously?
It's happened to all of us where we got our own grind and everything is going on, but we get stuck to that system of if I don't know what my paycheck is going to be, I feel uncomfortable.
Yeah,
and that's a real feeling.
Nah, definitely.
It's a real feeling for all of us, So I understand.
You feel safe, but it's not safe.
Yeah, it's not safe.
It's not safe.
Especially with
at
work.
will.
They can turn your water off whenever they want.
And whenever they want, like they can just cut you, like scrape them up, bring the next one in. You know,
Right.
that's what happened when you actually work for somebody. Like when we got together and Matt gave me the phone call to like, like we gonna get down and we're gonna do the entrepreneur thing. Like in my mind, I'm like, I'm a little scared to just jump out on a limb like that because I'm really not like used to that. I mean, I did it before when I was younger, but when you work for a certain like period of time, like a long period of time, you be like, I'm secure with the check. It comes, it's guaranteed. I'm getting insurance. I ain't gotta really worry about nothing. But just like you said, they can always like, yo, listen, we could cut your faucet off, because like I was working at a job and the job had like closed down. And they didn't tell nobody nothing. Like, everybody's working there. Some people been there 10 years. Some people been there 15 years. And then one day they just came and was like, yo, we can't fund the company no more.
But that's the key. A lot of times people think guaranteed mean guaranteed. Nothing is guaranteed. So what I wanted to talk about is, as far as what I love to do, I love to get inside of people's journeys in a different way. Not the surface way, but I like to get into it emotionally, because me myself, like, it's been times where I had an issue with jobs and I don't know what's going on. They're making decisions behind closed doors and I don't know what's going on behind those closed doors, and it makes you feel like you can't sleep, makes it feel like you can't
control it
because somebody else is in control of your destiny, right? So we like to feel comfortable because that's the allure of being comfortable. But the thing is they can make it uncomfortable whenever they feel like it. No matter if you follow the rules. It's been people that and I'm gonna post this like inside the videos.
More holiday woes for the tech industry. The New York Times reporting that Amazon will lay off 10,000 workers starting this week. That's 3% of its workforce, the biggest layoff in the company's history. Among the departments feeling the cuts,
Alexa, tell me when it starts snowing.
Okay, I'll check the weather. The devices department, which includes voice assistant Alexa. And surprisingly, the retail division, just as Amazon prepares for the busy holiday shopping season. The company that revolutionized online shopping hit new retail highs during the pandemic. But with changing consumer habits and high inflation rates, Amazon saw a slowdown in its profits this year. The overhaul seems to be part of a larger course-correcting strategy happening across Silicon Valley.
See it where people has been standing on Amazon lines and just getting fired, but they never missed a day. They never called out sick. They never was late. And the only thing you do is get a pat on your back. And these days, you don't even get a pension. Yeah. So that's what I'm talking about. Like, you're going to have to be in control of your own destiny one way or another, especially now, because the world is getting crazy. Inflation, they can't stop it. People are still buying. And they want to try to lay people off and scare people to be able to stop you from purchasing things so they can be able to bring the cost of items down. So what's going to happen? It don't matter if you've been on the job for 15, 20 years. If they decide it's time for you to go, or they don't see you as a human being, they see you as a profit margin.
Yeah, numbers.
They see you as a number.
Yeah.
So the thing about it is that everybody's scared. When I first jumped on my first bike, guess what? I was scared. I was scared I was going to fall, even with the training wheel. So, like, what I wanted to address to you is, how did you feel when you walked in the stores and you try to sell them shorts? Because people don't talk about that. Because people going to take what you're doing right now. They're going to listen to what you're talking about right now. And they're going to go in that store and they're going to be like, you know what? I'm going to be like me. I'm going to sell these shorts. And then they're going to turn around. Because they're going to be like, dang, she didn't tell me about this extra feeling. So how did it feel? Did you feel comfortable, or how did you feel?
I think it's very important to build rapport with the people that you're going to do business with, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't just, like, walk into people's shops like other people do, like, that sell oil and stuff. Like, that wasn't my thing. So I built relationships, so I can come in and Yeah, that's basically build relationships. When you go into the store, obviously other people are gonna want to buy them. That's when you have to turn your salesperson on.
Right.
That could be scary, but when you need to pay your bills, you gonna do it.
You ain't gonna have no fear.
It's no fear with that.
No. It's a fear of failure or the feel of I can't eat or the feel of somebody saying no. So at the end of the day, I understand exactly what you mean. Like because recently I was in a situation where my back was against the wall. And it's like, listen, you want to fear doing the same thing that you're not happy doing, or do you want to basically fear, going out there and being uncomfortable to possibly find yourself at the end result? We have to live in the end result. Our journey right now, whatever we're going through, whatever type of anxiety is on us, you have to understand that at the end of all of that, you have to see yourself in that mansion already. You have to see yourself in that car that you wanted already. You have to see that your bank account has millions in it already. Because if you do not live in the end result, you're not going to be able to see it. Because of the fact that you're just going to see what's in front of your face right now.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Like, even though like it's hard sometimes to do that because you wake up and you see life every day. So when you wake up and then life keep punching you in the face, it's like.
But you know what's harder than that though? Being 60 years old at the same job, knowing that you didn't fully apply yourself. That's hard.
60 years old at a job? Would it last that long? They might cut you earlier than that.
That's a fact. Let me tell you something right now, right? This is a story, right? And this happened to my father. He worked for a guy named Cooper's. I don't know if you from my newer crowd, and then you know what Cooper's is. Called Cooper's Deli, right? And he drove a roll-off truck for him for years, right? 20, 30 years. And my dad went down there with another guy, Mr. Floyd. They were pristine workers, on time, took care of the truck the way they supposed to take care of the truck, everything. They went into his deli, was like, yo, let's see if Cooper and our old boss, we can say what's up to him. He was slicing pastrami on the machine, and my dad said, hey, Cooper. And he acted like he didn't even see him. Somebody went and told him, like, hey, Johnny and Floyd there. It was all new workers, because time don't stop. Yeah. People change out. Mm-hmm. Guess what he did? That was it.
That's it.
All the money that he made them, all the times he was sick that he went in, all the money he made off his back, and he couldn't even stop cutting the sandwich to say, hey, look, what's up, Johnny? How you been? How you been, Mr. Floyd? Even if he didn't mean it. But that's how it goes. That's how it flows.
Right.
Yeah. And just to double back about what I was saying with you, all right, cool. I know, like, if you're back against the wall, it's easy for you to be able to do certain things that you wouldn't normally do. I'm talking about being comfortable. Yeah. So you had a moment that I know when you were comfortable, right?
Right.
And people say they'd rather work 80 hours for themselves than 40 hours for somebody else. But how many times do it turn into 40 hours? Because a lot of times you got to work overtime and you got to work more time to be able to pay your bills, to be able to pay your food. So you really working 80 hours for someone else anyway, if you look at it. By the time you go out there and you hustle up and you be able to...
By the time you drive to work, driving from work and all that stuff.
If you drive Lyft and then you work a job, or if you drive Lyft and then you drive Uber and then you... Whatever those things is, you're usually going to be working 80 hours, no matter if it's for yourself or for somebody else. Right. Those days of working 40 hours, are far behind us if you want to pay a $2,000 one bedroom, $2,500.
The cost of living too high. The cost of living too high for you to be working.
Everybody has to have something.
Yeah, the cost of living too high for you to be just working 80 hours and thinking that you're gonna pay all your bills. You got to do something else. It's just not gonna work.
So what I'm saying, once the veil of being comfortable is on you, right? You're going to take less chances, right? And you're going to be less courageous in the action that you take because you have something to fall back on. You have like, I don't got to do this. I did it before. I don't got to do this, man. So what I'm saying to you is when you were in that comfortable mode of I don't got to do this, for people that's in that mode as well, what would you tell them? Because your end result of you, because I seen it, she was working hard. She was bringing in more money from the company that they ever got in before. She was hitting record-breaking numbers with revenue returns. And then, all of a sudden, at their whim, they wanted to turn on her. Because that's how it is in corporate America. Anybody that's been in corporate America, you can be the poster child and the mascot, but for some reason, they're going to target you at one point. It could be because somebody don't like you, because it's a big high school, it's a big college. So, what made you, in your comfortable times, when you were comfortable and you had a job, what made you go against the fear to say, you know what, I'm still gonna go and put myself out there?
I don't want to use the term comfortable like that, because I don't know if I necessarily felt comfortable in the job, right? Because it wasn't an easy job. You know, for me, it was not an easy job with the stuff that they requested for me to do.
Yeah. Right.
I would go into work at 5:30 a.m. And I would get out of work 7:38. Right?
It's beast.
14 days? 14 hours?
Right.
Wow.
Because, you know, you set a bar for yourself as a Black woman, right?
Right.
Okay.
To exceed.
Right.
Right? So that when there are promotions and things that come up, I need numbers behind me.
Right.
You gotta work extra hard.
I gotta work extra hard.
Right.
I can't show up any type of way.
Right.
Right? And in addition to that, I had the only Black team, right? In an all-white firm.
So they're already looking for a reason to say, "Oh, I didn't do that right."
Right.
Or they don't even have no expectations.
You cannot make mistakes.
Yeah, like they don't got. Yeah.
I know that sounds ridiculous to say, but you can't make mistakes because
they looking for you to make.
They looking for you to make a mistake, right?
Yeah.
In addition, they don't view your working hard as, can I say, like Sally working hard, right? Because she's gonna do 8:30 to 5:30. That's backbreaking work for her. But us, they're like, "Oh, you working all day? That's cool. That's what you're supposed to do."
Mm-hmm.
Yo, work.
You should be happy to have this opportunity.
You should be happy to be here.
Yeah.
And then tapping into that energy, like, it makes you kind of have imposter syndrome. Like, damn, should I even be here?
Yeah.
I'm going to stay here and really drill down. So
Right.
if anybody has anything to say, like, I got numbers behind me, I got knowledge behind me. Not only that, y'all damn near have my life.
Yeah. So even so, I don't mean to cut you off, but so even going through that, like, did you even doubt yourself? Like you know how hard you got to go. Like yo, I got to go hard. I got to put the pedal to the metal. So like you just being like, you know, a woman, and on top of that, you know, Black woman, like how hard was that for you?
It was super hard. Everything for me was just like an inspiration, like an inspirational speech. I'm calling my dad. I'm hitting a mat.
Yeah.
I'm talking to my mom. I'm calling my sister. Like, you tapping into everybody because you need it.
Yeah.
Because they'll make you feel like you crazy. Everything that you have to say as a Black woman, Matt could probably even say it. Shells could probably say it. D, you could probably even say it. But coming from me, it's aggressive. Oh, she's a B. Because I'm asking for the same things that you require to get the job done because I need it. I'm a derogatory term. And I know that to be true because people would tell me in the office that they were talking about that.
Like, I really wonder what...
Because they feel like you're not entitled to the resource.
Because I've seen that, because I've seen, and you know, I've been in different corporate situations where I've had a female boss, I've had a male boss, and I've seen how people reacted when a female made a directive to somebody and then the male said it, and I never understood it because I could care less. I actually enjoyed having female bosses over having a male boss, because the male boss always came with ego for the most part. The female boss, they just want to get the job done. For my experience, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know where that comes from. I think that's like an insecurity in that person, that they can't take a directive from a female, but that's a whole nother story, but not continuing with that.
I feel like females are supposed to present delicate, right? They're supposed to present soft. But when the things that you require are not delicate and soft, and you're very direct with people and telling them what you need, it's not what they imagine for a woman to be. So it was like, what do we do with this? Like, she's aggressive. It's like, no, I'm not aggressive. I just ask for the same things that you ask for. I'm just
and
me.
you're killing the game. You're killing the game.
And I have come to ask for it. It should be a fight.
At the end of the day, unity means you and me. We got to do it together, or we can't do it at all. We thank y'all for watching another episode of Grind, Hustle, Live. We are so happy to have the new addition to our team. She's going to bring a lot of perspective that we needed, and she's going to be a great asset to this thing that we have here. So you already know. Entrepreneurship on your grind. Damn it, y'all.
Look at this.
We're not going to edit this out.
Hold on.
Crazy, right?
Yeah, I said, you come from there, then it come here.
I gave him the point too, and he was just like,
he gonna say my line and then point at me. What
listen,
that
we're
mean?
not editing this. We gonna keep it in. Listen,
What's that mean?
I was like, yo,
you gonna say,
I was like,
bro, you want me to say the same thing?
no, I ain't doing like that. Y'all gonna see this anyway. I do like this. You already know. He already knew what to point.
He said the line.
He did this.
I heard the closeout. I ain't know it was coming, but we can go ahead and close it out.
This is not what our 2023 is going to look like. We're going to have it together. I promise you.
He cannot say the line first and then expect me to say that. This is not school teaching.
All right, everybody. America, we're going to do it again.
Go first you find your grind.
Then you turn it to a hustle.
So you live life how you want to.
That's still late. That's all I'm saying. It's still late. That's it. Wrap it up, man.
Thank y'all for coming out, man. It's been a good show. Get out here, man.
Out the mud, came out of that dirt. No time for sleep, been putting that work. Do it for my last name, can't do it for my first. I'm a king since birth, been on my worth. Grind, hustle, live.